Hello ladies and gents, and welcome back to another watch review. My name's Si. Today we'll be looking at this. It is a Christopher Ward Brooklands Racing Special Limited Edition. It is a quartz watch with a chronograph movement. It's one of the favourite watches that I own personally. It's actually quite personal to me. It is engraved with my name on the back. I'll get into why that is during the review, but I'm just going to do a quick unboxing / review overview of the watch. So let's get into it. Right, first of all, with Christopher Ward, for those of you who don't know, Christopher Ward is a London-based designer who makes his watches in Switzerland, or I suppose he doesn't make them personally, but the company makes them in Switzerland, but they only actually ship directly to your house. You can't buy these in stores, although I think there's one store maybe in London. However, you won't find him in Goldsmiths or Ernest Jones or whatever, and I'm just talking now to British viewers, those sort of jewellery shops. You won't find these in there. I bought this online. I ordered it quite a while ago now. It has been out of the box. I've had a look at it. I've just put it all back together just so we can have a look at the unboxing experience. You can give me your thoughts and reviews below on what you think of this. I actually really like this watch. I think it's one of the better ones that I own. So let's have a quick unboxing / look at it, and yeah, we'll go from there. So first of all, this box, I've got to say now, this is a real box. I mean, it doesn't even fit in the camera. Look, it's so massive. It is a huge box. It really is. You compare it to any of the boxes that I've had in the previous times, and it is just massive. I mean, it's huge, and it's very heavy as well. It feels, you know, quality. So, get it out there, lid off, chuck that over there. First of all, you've got all your paperwork and bits and bobs. I like this. This is a nice touch. This is actually a hand-signed letter from the company, just saying about, you know, it's actually okay, it's CC'd, but I mean, maybe it wasn't in that day, but it's actually hand-signed, you know, to myself. It just sort of says about, you know, thank you for purchasing, all that sort of good stuff. That is a receipt. This, again, I think this is a really nice touch. This is the certificate from the Chronograph Association, or the Swiss chronometer, just saying that the movement inside the watch has actually been tested to their standards. It is a quartz watch, as I say. It's battery powered, so there's no, you know, magic special movement in here or anything like that. I think that's a nice little touch. This is a cleaning cloth, I believe. I will just open it for you just so you can have a look at it. But yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, it is what it is. What I would say on the front of cleaning cloths is I would never use the ones that come in the box. I would just use, you know, well, I personally just use like an iPad cleaner cloth or something like that. Because if you ever do sell the watch, and, you know, I appreciate people do sell these on. I mean, I've sold many a watch on eBay or on Amazon, or even just, you know, through local jewellers. And just, I mean, it's only a cloth, but having everything together as it came in the box can actually sometimes add a little bit of value onto the watch. It really is that simple. Here we have the owner's handbook, if you like. Yeah, rather nice fetching photo of the face there. Now I will talk about this. This is, as I say, it's a Brooklands limited edition. Now the reason it's Brooklands is because it's actually a homage to the first ever Brooklands Grand Prix, British Grand Prix in 1926. And it's actually one of a set of watches, or a line of watches, which you're able to see in here. So this is the one which you'll see in a minute with the British flag on the back. However, there is also the Italian, which you can see there, the French, and the Belgian Grand Prix, all in, you know, the proper colours. So this one I have here is British Racing Green. You have, of course, Rosso Red, or Italian Racing Red, Rosso Corsa, I should say, as they would say. French Racing Blue. I don't speak French, I'm not even going to attempt what the French call it. And then, of course, Belgian's Yellow. All sort of celebrating the inaugural Grand Prix of those sort of great racing nations. So let's have a look at the actual watch. Now again, this box, it's absolutely huge. I'm going to have to tip it over to get the damn thing out. Let's see, felt bottom, very nice. So it's not going to damage my tablecloth. Here's the box itself. And here we have the timepiece. Now, what you might be able to see there is, it's actually a limited edition. So, 500 pieces. And I believe mine is number 383, but I'll be able to tell you when I actually have a look at it. So here's the actual piece itself. As you can see, it's a leather band with a deployment clasp. Now I said on a previous video with the Gucci watch I wasn't a huge fan of deployment clasps, not on metal, but I think you'll admit this looks rather fetching on here, and it works, you know, very well. It's nice, simple clasp. So we have the face here in British Racing Green with the 3 chronograph dials, the red and white, and they are luminous hands. It is a screw down crown, although this isn't a diver's watch. I don't know whether that's common or not. I'm sure you guys will be able to tell me, but it is a screw down crown, which means it's water resistant to, I believe, it doesn't say there. I believe it's 100 meters, but I'd have to check. But again, I'm never going to take this in any sort of deep water. On the side there, you have the names of the winners of the inaugural Grand Prix and the time it took them. And over here, on the back, you have the British flag, and it just says First British Grand Prix, Brooklands, 1926. There's my engraving there. And then there's just some more information about the actual chronometer itself. And yeah, like I said, just on the bottom there, number 383 of 500. So yes, it's limited edition. I'm not saying, you know, it's super limited or it's like a great collector's item, but I think personally for me, I think it's great. I probably won't see another one on anyone's wrists in my lifetime. You know, you can't really say the same of something like the Submariner Hulk, which, you know, everyone's wearing, or you know, Breitling, Seawolf or Avenger. You see these all the time, you know. I think you very rarely see Christopher Ward's out. Maybe the Trident, but other than that, I don't think you see them. So yeah, really nice watch. Just actually have a look at the functions. The chronograph on this is very, very smooth. So if I start it there, you can see it ticking away nicely. I'll just stop it, and then the actual reset time is extremely quick. So if you see this here, and there we go, it's reset. Now I'm going to contrast that with another review. I've got another chronograph, which is a Rado chronograph, or a Rado, however you want to pronounce that. And the movement in that, they're both quartz, they're both battery powered, but it's very, very sluggish compared to that. Now I'm not saying that it's a bad thing to be slower. I'm not saying it's a great thing to be as fast as this, but it's just you know, a nice contrast compared to have a look at. The strap on this I particularly like. It's actually brown with the sort of red inserts. Now, if you're a bit of a car racing nerd like myself, you will of course recognise that traditionally cars or sports cars that come in racing green will often have red leather seats. You know, you've got sort of old Jaguar racing cars or Bentleys or Aston Martins or any of these sort of great British cars with that run in racing green. They will more often than not have red leather seats. I think that's just a beautiful little touch there, because of course no one wants to wear a red leather strapped watch. I think that's just, you know, above and beyond what you need to do really. It goes, you know, it's very in your face, whereas the brown isn't in your face, but it's got this lovely little red homage in there to those sort of classic setups of British sports cars and, you know, and British engineering. So, yeah, anyway, guys, that's about it from me. Feel free to like and comment in the section below. I've got more watch reviews coming. I've got other reviews coming. I've got talking about films, games, anything really. As I say, you know, all for the topics of the day. If something interests me or I want to talk about it, I will talk about it. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon.